Hello everyone, Welchy here, and welcome back to another brand new video from me. Today in the background you're going to be seeing some Titanfall 2 gameplay. Now this is actually my first match on the game, and like an idiot I completely forgot that when using a headset on my PS4, unless I use my Elgato Game Link cable, I can't record the game audio, and I thought I only used the cable for like friends' voices in the game, but it turns out just whole audio in general. So I screwed up there. So there's no gameplay on this video, and any of the other videos that I recorded a couple of videos of Titanfall 3 or 4. They're not great scores or anything. I just wanted some gameplay to talk behind really. But yeah, this is Titanfall 2. It came out yesterday in England, and I'm pretty sure it came out at the same time everywhere. I know a few like main streamers and stuff get it a bit early, but I'm pretty sure it came out yesterday in most countries. So yeah, Titanfall 2 was probably the beta of Titanfall 2 was probably the second best beta that I played this year, behind Gears of War 4's brilliant beta. Other betas I've played include the Infinite Warfare beta recently, which is probably the worst, but it's not saying it's bad, but it was the worst one I played. And Battlefield 1, which is pretty good, probably the third best I've played. I can't think of any others on top of my head. But that's four shooters there, and that's what this video is about. I'm going to make another video giving my thoughts on Titanfall 2, but this one's more about just general chat. I want to talk about this is, in my opinion, the year for the shooters. Now, many of you would say every year has been a year for the shooters, because shooters come out every single year, and I know that. I'm very aware. But I feel like this year is a year when they're all at the top of their game. Maybe bar one, but there's an argument that it is as well. So basically, the four that I'm talking about, there's four main games for me. Gears of War 4 obviously came out first, October the 7th, 4th if you were me. Wait, was it? I can't remember when it was. It came out early if you bought the Ultimate Edition. I can't remember the exact date. I'm pretty sure it was the 7th. And then we had Battlefield 1 come out 2 weeks later, which is a great game as well. Titanfall 2 come out a week later than that, so yesterday, yeah, so Battlefield 1's been out a week now. And then next Friday, we have Call of Duty coming out. Now, for me, they're all at the top of their game, bar one, which is Call of Duty. But, and I'm on about Infinite Warfare there, I think it will be a good game. I enjoyed the beta, and I'm not slating it at all. I think it's going to be good. I just don't see it being as good as my favourite Call of Duties like Black Ops 3, Black Ops 2, Black Ops 1, the Modern Warfare 1, Modern Warfare 2, Advanced Warfare. I am still one of the people out there who thinks Advanced Warfare was a brilliant Call of Duty game. But yeah, I don't see Infinite Warfare grabbing me like the others did. But the good thing this year is that they have brought Modern Warfare Remastered back, or Modern Warfare back. So I have very high hopes for that, and I think that game will probably take over my life, like these other games have. But Modern Warfare Remastered will take me back to, again, one of the games that got me into gaming, like Gears of War did. And I can't wait to play that. And I think that will save Activision a bit, because I do think Infinite Warfare may fail a bit on sales, because a lot of people in today's world follow what their favourite YouTuber or Twitch streamer says. So if a big YouTuber says, "Oh, Infinite Warfare is awful, don't play it," then people actually won't play it, which is quite scary, how much effect they can have on people. But again, people should play them for themselves and decide themselves. I understand, when playing the beta, I can understand why people didn't like it as much as other games, but the amount of hate it was getting was a bit silly for me. But anyway, as I was saying, it's the year of the shooter, because I think they are all at the best of their game. Gears of War 4, for me, I know it's only been out a while, so you can't say it's the best, but I do feel like, as a whole package, I think it will go down as my favourite and probably the best Gears of War game we have. For me, best campaign-wise would probably go to Gears of War 2 for me. I remember loving that campaign, lots of stuff to do on that game. Best multiplayer-wise was Gears of War 3 for me. A lot of people say Gears of War 1, but for me, Gears of War 3 had the smoothness and the competitiveness that Gears of War 1 had, but just didn't have the smoothness, I guess. Um, and it felt the most balanced. I know a lot of people didn't like the retro lancer and the sword or shotgun, but for me it was very balanced, and I loved that game a lot. Put a lot of time into that game. Um, Obviously, Judgment. I'm not counting Judgment. Um, and then, as a whole package, if you combine everything, I think Gears of War 4 will take the cake because the campaign is brilliant. Very solid campaign, very good story. I'm liking the way they're going with that. Um, and the multiplayer is, if the multiplayer might end up being for me better than Gears of War 3's anyway. So with that combined with a better campaign than Gears of War 3, in my opinion, then I think it will take the cake as the best game. And it's got Horde mode. It does miss Beast mode, which I'm surprised. Um, I'm not sure if they'll bring back Beast in another game. I don't know. I quite enjoyed Beast mode. I know it was only 10 waves on Gears of War 3, but it's still fun to play. And Overrun, which was the only good thing for me, which come out of Judgment, was a game mode I enjoyed a lot in Judgment. I thought they'd maybe bring that back. I think the reason they didn't is because of the lack of enemies in this game, in Gears of War 4. There wasn't as many as there was in Gears of War 1, 2, and 3. But in those three games, they added more as they went on. So I think they might add Beast Mode as they bring in more enemies in the Swarm, if that makes sense. Um, and I'm going to end up talking about just about Gears of War here. But anyway, as I'm saying, Gears of War 4 for me will be the best package because of all the customization options. So much customization options. Horde mode for me is the best it's ever been. It's absolutely excellent this year, Horde mode. And they're really going for esports. I just think Gears of War series in general is going in a very good direction. I think they've done a fantastic job. Then moving on to the next game that came out was Battlefield. I've never been a huge fan of Battlefield. My favourite one has been Battlefield 3 or Bad Company 2. I'd probably lean more towards Battlefield 3. Wasn't a fan of Battlefield 4, mainly because when I was playing it, it was when it was having all of its issues at the beginning. So maybe that's why. And I never played Hardline because I played the beta and didn't like it. But for me, Battlefield 1, I was skeptical because I thought it's going to be the same as all the other Battlefields. I will like it. I will like the game, but it will feel too samey and I won't like it that much. However, I've only played it for a week, and I'm not sure if I will carry on playing it a lot, like I do, like Gears of War and stuff. But it is, for me, it has the potential to be my favorite Battlefield if I play it as much as I hope I do. The World War, it really feels like you're in World War, and I mean, I haven't really played much of the campaign. I think I played like half a mission or something. But even the multiplayer, you really feel like you're in a war, and it's a really, really good thing to have, which other games don't have. Like this Titanfall 2, what you're seeing here, it feels like an arcadey fun shooter, which is fine. It's what they wanted. Call of Duty feels like an arcadey shooter, which is fine because that's what they go for. But Battlefield 1, you really feel like you're in a war, and it is a really, really cool game. So I think that definitely has the potential to be the best in that series, which is why I'm saying this could be the year for shooters. And then again, this Titanfall 2, Titanfall 1 was a good game. I joined that game far too late when not many people were playing. But I'm obviously playing this from the beginning and I'm liking it so far. I played like 6 or 7 matches last night, so I haven't played that much, but I'm liking it so far. And for me, the only thing I have a niggle with this game is that I really do prefer playing just pilots versus pilots like I am in this match here. When the actual Titans are involved, I find it slightly random, if that makes sense. Like I feel like the matches are a bit random. They're a bit chaotic, which some people may like, but it feels a bit too chaotic for me, and just not as fun for me. I really like this pilots versus pilots mode. I really do enjoy this. But when you think that the whole point of this game is the Titans, it does kind of make me think it's not. This is why it's not my favorite shooter. But maybe I'll sway my opinion. Maybe I'll start enjoying the Titans when I start using them more. I do have some gameplay using Titans, which you'll see in the next couple of weeks. And before I go, I want to quickly go on to Call of Duty, because I'm running out of time. Call of Duty this year, Infinite Warfare, I think is guaranteed not to be the best game in the series. I think that is guaranteed for me. But Modern Warfare Remastered is going to be... I have a really good feeling it's going to be incredible. I'm going to put a lot of time into it. It's the only game, Call of Duty 4 is the only game I ever max prestiged. So I can't wait to play that again. I really can't wait. You're going to see a lot of gameplay on that on my channel. But yeah, let me know what you think. Is this the year for shooters? Do you think the shooters have been better than normal this year? Have I missed any shooters that you might like that I haven't mentioned? I can't think any off the top of my head that I've played this year. Uncharted 4. Oh my God, that has been the best in the series. Maybe I still think Uncharted 2 may be better. But anyway, I haven't got enough time to talk about that now. But there's so many good games that have been out this year. I said it earlier in the year, I think, and I think it may be the best year for gaming in general. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the gameplay in the background. I hope you enjoyed what I'm talking about. Let me know in the comments your thoughts, and I'll see you next time.